6:40 on City TV's Breakfast Television. My mom's 70th birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. It is Monday, October 6th. 18 right now, highs of 24. Speaking of high, Paul Litwack joins us this morning, a capability improvement coach. That's an interesting way to describe yourself. Are we all capable of more than what we are putting forth?
Absolutely. One of the things, it was actually presented to me as an opportunity or an idea one time, and I picked up on that, and I'm known in 9 countries now as the Capability Improvement Coach.
Better you're known as that than for some other reason known in 9 countries, believe me. Senior partner, Litwack & Associates.
That's right.
Once a month at the Learning Annex, you hold the Art of Networking at 3 hours. Can you improve your personal or business status if you learn how to network?
Absolutely. And one of the things that I've learned in my research and in working through corporate and professional audiences, and for those working at home as well, a very important thing to know is not so much how to network, but how to be ready for networking. And that's why I've created a formula. In fact, I have a copy of it here for your viewers.
Will I hold this up? Yeah, I will indeed.
A copy of a formula I'd like to call the LIKE formula, L-I-K-E.
I like the way you said that, the LIKE formula.
And it's an approach to get ready for wherever and whenever networking can take place.
All right, L, look, listen, and learn.
That's right. Give you an example of look. Perhaps I'll hold the next one up. For your viewing audience, this camera here, I guess?
Right over here, Mr.
Right
Risto.
over here? There we go. Why not everyone just take a quick look and we'll just read this together.
Shall we read it out loud, everyone?
Yes, everyone read it out loud.
Some people are eating. They aren't supposed to talk with their mouths full. This file folder of documents just reminded me of the effort getting so many of them.
Exactly. Let's just read it one more time.
Really?
I'll ask you a question later.
This file folder of documents just reminded me of the effort getting so many of them.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to let you look at it just for a second.
There's going to be a trick here.
Absolutely. You've read it out loud. You've seen it. You've read it. Your viewers have been doing this as well. Now I'm going to put it down for a moment and ask you a question. How many F's, the letter F, A, B, C, D, E, F, how many F's were in that sentence?
12.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, think about it. 7, good.
Anybody else want to take a stab at it?
How many of you had 5?
Someone
Good.
said 5?
Exactly. Many people will have a different idea of how many there were in that particular sentence. Let's just take a quick look at this once again.
Count them?
Yep. How many of you had the F in files?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Who said 5?
Yeah.
Who did?
Now, there are actually more than 5.
Okay.
How many of you had the F from files? Good. How many had the F from folders? How many had also the 2 F's from effort? And how many of you had the other 3 F's from the word of, and of?
I missed that completely.
Exactly. And that's the whole purpose of that exercise. And one of the many
were
things...
there, by the way?
There were 7. But that's not the important thing, because whatever the question was, how many do you see? And you saw how many you saw.
So you didn't say how many were there. You said how many do you see. What does it tell you about us? That some of us were quick to make a judgment. Yeah. I was. Others were a little more accurate, but most of us missed the F in of. For some reason.
3 F's. There were 3 words of.
That's
now
weird.
here's the key, Ann. When we're out there looking for opportunities from our home-based business or from our corporate headquarters, wherever we happen to be, and we're looking out there for the opportunities to maximize what is available to us, and we only see some of those opportunities.
So we're missing some opportunities.
Bingo. My approach is to help open up and maximize. That's why I'm called the Capability Improvement Coach.
All right. Now, we've gone from look, listen, and learn. How about I, improve, invest, and initiate?
Here's one for improve. Wherever you go, whatever you do, and wherever you happen to be coming from or going to, remember the following. People forget things. And most importantly, in a social gathering, what would happen if people wanted to remember that critical information?
Or your name. People often forget names.
Absolutely, Ann. And one of the most important things to do, as I'm doing right now, is repeating your name in my conversation as we're speaking about it.
Right. So, Paul, you would continue to repeat my name, Paul.
But not so obvious, exactly.
Right. Would I be thinking your last name as well? Would I be thinking Litwack?
You might.
Would I think of ways to remember it?
Perhaps. Here's a critical thing to know when you're out there networking. If you tried to remember absolutely everything about everybody, you would forget most of the things you needed to know. So here's a better tip. When you go someplace and you're meeting a whole bunch of new people, try to imagine that one of those people has a $20,000 check that they're going to give you, but you don't know which one they are. You will find that you remember a lot more about every single person you meet because you don't know which one is going to be bringing you that next big opportunity.
Very interesting. All right, we're moving on to K. Kudos.
Yes.
Keep, and you cheated a bit, poetic license, creativity with a K.
With that K.
That's okay.
Well, the reason I put creativity with a K is that sometimes you need to break break your own rules once in a while. Not the other rules in society, but your own rules. For example, how many of us say, oh, I can't do this, or that won't work? Well, maybe this time we'll break that rule and say, let's find out what it takes to make it work. I mean, some examples. Working with Disney as I do, with Toyota and some other organizations like that, I have learned that by turning around the no to what will it take to get a yes, the whole approach changes. That's the investment. You want to get a raise, and yes. This goes beyond networking, and you think in your mind, I can't do this, and it's not going to happen. How can you turn that around so that you're working with somebody else, you're networking in a sense, but it's your boss? Absolutely.
These things don't happen that
easily. A boss is just a title and it's a label. The boss is also a human being and somebody who cares and shares, but we may not have found that out yet. That's where the maximizing of opportunity comes in. So let's say that you do want that raise. Rather than going in and saying, boss, I deserve and want that raise. And they look at you in the face and they laugh.
You deserve to go out the door.
Exactly, exactly. What you might do instead is you say, boss, what will it take for me to move to the next level within the hierarchy? I'd like to have this and this and this. What do I need to do? And then you have an open discussion where you can maximize that opportunity. Is that considered networking in a sense? I mean, how do you describe networking? How would you... In essence? In essence. Network is people working with people. How's that for simple? I like that. E, energize, enthuse, and enjoy. Absolutely. Let's take a look at enthuse as the very first one. For your viewers, try this out as well. And what do you look like when you feel good? Just do it now. What do you look like? And viewers, do this as well. What do I look like? Yeah, do it. Feel good. Just like that. Happy. Absolutely. There you go. I'm embarrassed. That's an E as well. Hey, we're friends here. Yeah. Let me ask you. When I ask you, what do you look like when you feel good? Did you smile? Did you laugh? Smile Did your eyes open up and let more information in? Everything. Absolutely. Did I ask you to do that? No, it just happened naturally. Exactly. The way you ask questions. Check out my website, thecoach.com. How do you say goodbye if you're networking? I'm looking forward to meeting with you again soon, Ann. I'm looking forward to meeting with you again as well. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, and thank you, viewers, as well. Good luck networking. He's quite a salesman. We're going to head into the City Pulse newsroom right now to check in with Kevin Frankish. Good for you. You just...